So Chang Yu Ling issuing the final instructions before sending the boxers back to their respective corners. We're in the 75-kilogram middleweight division, and this is action from the second preliminary round, the round of 32 in a middleweight tournament, which was started by 46 boxers. It features boxers from the Russian Boxing Federation and Georgia, and the taller figure wearing red. Well, keep an eye on this young man because he is absolutely sensational. Just 20 years of age, part of a full-strength, 13-deep Russian boxing team, and that is Dzhambulat Bizhamov from Dagestan. Comes to the ring as the reigning 5-time national champion of Russia and has claimed credentials at every stage of his career on the continental and global stage. He is quite simply sensational. The switch hitter, his opponent, is Giorgi Kharabadze of Georgia. Competed in the Olympic Games earlier this summer. Terrific punch picking from Bizhamov. You see Bizhamov back to the orthodox stance now. Kharabadze trying to work his way inside, puts his man in a headlock after Bizhamov dipped down low. Beautiful left hand snake through the middle as Bizhamov switches to the port-sided stance. Hands down, gliding around the boxing ring. Beyond the midpoint of this opening round. Armbar applied by Bizhamov. He given a stern talking to about breaking the rules with that illegal maneuver. Looking for the left uppercut against the advancing boxer in blue. He did catch Kharabadze as he was coming forward on the top of his head. So downward arcing right hand. Catches Kharabadze on the side of the head. He steps back in with a solid jab. But this contest being punctuated by plenty of holding. Cluster of punches was attempted by Kharabadze. Then he's picked off by a right cross as he advances. He got through with a left hand, drives a left hand into the body of the taller figure from the Russian Boxing Federation. Flashy left uppercut attempted twice in quick succession by Bizhamov. Good left uppercut, did get through, as did that one. Kharabadze looking to bulldoze his way forwards, but he's being picked off repeatedly as he attempts to get in range. And then when he gets in range, well, he then initiates a clinch. So his forward forays in the closing seconds of the opening round, not particularly effective from Giorgi Kharabadze. Good round of boxing for Bizhamov, reflected on the scorecards. 10-9 across the board in favor of the 20-year-old from the Russian Boxing Federation. So we go into the second round then, gliding across the boxing ring. To the top of the logo is Dzhambulat Bizhamov. Talked about the success the young man has enjoyed on the global and continental stage to date. In 2018, he took both European and World Youth Championship gold. Followed that up 2019 by retaining his European Youth title. And in 2020 and earlier this year, took consecutive Russian national titles at the tender age of 20. He's already accrued 5 national titles, 2 of them in the senior ranks. And of course, some of the top boys, such as Gleb Bakshi, in and around this weight, won't have been there to contest it because they will have been representing Russia and the Russian Boxing Federation on the international stage. But make no mistake, this man will be clipping at the heels of the man he's looking to succeed as the AIBA World Boxing Champion. And again, it gives you an idea of the strength in depth that exists as a right-hand left uppercut gets through from Bizhamov. And that gesture from the Georgian coach in the middle, perhaps saying it all. He turned his palms upward as if to say, well, what can our guy do with this guy? Because right now he's finding him very difficult to pin down and catch cleanly. Showing wonderful composure up there in the boxing ring. Trying to get his hand free is Kharabadze to work away. But every time, or on several occasions when he gets into range, there he tries a jab, which wasn't too far wide of the mark. But look at that, it's a clinch initiated, at least from my perspective here ringside, by the boxer in blue. And I would have thought that that's where he's trying to get to target the long, lean body of Bizhamov. And remember, at just 20 years of age, and given his towering height at middleweight, one wonders how long he's going to stay at 75 kilograms. Could well end up at 80 or 86 or even 91 when he continues to mature and develop and fill out. So in the event that the man is still growing and hasn't yet got what is colloquially known as his man strength, even though he's conducting himself solidly in the middleweight division here with a beautiful right uppercut, well, surely the onus is on Kharabadze to try and test that. Try and close the distance and work away on the inside. But when he gets into punching range, look at that. The first instinct is to claim his man, which I find astonishing from a man of the experience of Giorgi Kharabadze. 2 rounds in the book, and I don't see how you can score the second for the man in blue. Well, both rounds scored unanimously in favor of Dzhambulat Bizhamov with 6 minutes in the book. Well, again, Kharabadze continuing to press, but look at that. There he's trying to work, but more often than not, when he gets into range, his first motion is to tie the man up. So into the third and final round then. Giorgi Kharabadze, who has enjoyed podium success on the continental stage with a bronze medal in the European Youth Championships way back in 2014 and more recently in the under-22 event, which took place in Romania in 2018. Facing off here against a man who has emulated him in that regard, picking up continental hardware and indeed that global world youth success in 2018. Oh, that's a beautiful right uppercut off the back foot. But Kharabadze hasn't done anything to ruffle the feathers of Bizhamov. I'm not suggesting that he's to rush in there blindly and risk running onto punches, but at this type of pace and distance and tempo, this is going to be Bizhamov's contest all fight long. Damage nose sustained by Kharabadze. It's been caused by a punch. The doctor will come and take a look. Don't think, well, it's easy for me to say, but it doesn't appear to be significant enough for the contest to be stopped. But Kharabadze hasn't been able to do anything different through this point in the contest. He's still in there competing and trying, but it's been pretty one-paced, truth be told. And he put on the end of a jab, and maybe that's why, because Kharabadze will have felt the sting of those punches. And I'm not suggesting it's made him reluctant, but he hasn't done anything different. And now, is that a split on the bridge of the nose, or is that cut? Is that blood coming from the damaged nostril? Kharabadze was protesting to the doctor, saying that he's okay to go on. The doctor concurs, but he was saying, hold on a minute, I'm doing the inspection, I'll make my own assessment, thank you. And having done that to his satisfaction, the contest resumes. Bizhamov boxing out of the southpaw stance here now. Now there's a little more urgency in the work of Kharabadze, no more effectiveness at this point, but at least he is trying to raise the tempo beyond the midpoint of this third and final round. There's a solid left jab landed by Kharabadze, perhaps his best shot of the entire contest. Jabbed the head upwards of Bizhamov, who doesn't really make an effort to keep his chin down, just stands tall, hands down by his side, leaves his chin hanging out there, and dares his opponent to tag it. Well, he was picked off cleanly by a left jab there, so now he gets up on his toes, starts using the space of the ring, and he's cutting a far more dynamic figure. But surely this is what Kharabadze should have been doing from earlier on in the contest. Test the young man on the inside. Don't hold once you get in there, but get closer with right hands such as that. So now, finally, inside the final minute, Giorgi Kharabadze is looking to be a busier boxer. Can he maintain it as he scores with a good right hand to the body? Bizhamov spears a right jab out in response. Oh, terrific left uppercut, right hook, dug in by Bizhamov. Well, Kharabadze did find another gear in the final minute of the third and final round, but it's too little too late. And one wonders why he didn't turn up the temperature to the heights that he discovered at the end, and indeed beyond, because surely if it had started sooner, he would have been able to increase the pressure even further. But that's not what transpired, and you have to give credit to the presence of Dzhambulat Bizhamov in preventing Kharabadze from doing that. Let's get the official announcement. Bizhamov will be going through to the third preliminary round, the round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 293 in the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the red corner, representing Russian Boxing Federation, Dzhambulat.
And here's confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Dzhambulat Bizhamov, taking all of the rounds for all of the scoring judges. A 10-8 verdict returned in one of the rounds from the Italian judge. Comfortable victory to open his senior world championship tournament here in Belgrade. The 2018 World Youth Champion progresses through to the round of 16 in the 75 kilogram middleweight tournament here at the Senior World Championships.